Hey guys, it's your girl, aka Rosarita. And today I came in, I was just kicked back watching TV, and somehow I got to this channel on YouTube and they were talking about Tread Wives, TRAD. They say it's on TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but from what they were saying is basically it's women who stay at home and raise their families, okay? They've opted to do that. And I know that with this administration, that's what they want a lot of women to do: have babies and stay at home. But there's no way you can make it on a one income paycheck. Okay, so let's get back to this. So the women that were on there were really upset because they felt like they lost out on a lot of opportunities being a tread wife, or as they call it, yeah, a tread wife. So it's a stay-at-home mom, and they say it's a very lonely life. I didn't do that, so it didn't bother me any at all. But the problem with that is some of them were highly educated, some of them had degrees, but they hadn't worked in 15 years or 20 years, and so it didn't mean much because now they didn't have the experience. And so if their marriage came to an end because of divorce, from cheating, or a husband just walked out, or a death, they did not or could not take care of themselves. Now, it's something I've always told my girls is always be able to take care of yourself. Okay, because my mom and dad divorced when I was young, and I never will forget my mom sitting there crying one day in a chair in the middle of an empty living room, basically. And I was sitting there watching her, and I walked over to her and I was trying to hug her, and I said, "We'll be okay." And she said, "You know what? Never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing." And I think that stuck with me. Now, a lot of men call me a bitter black woman. I'm not a bitter black woman. I'm a black woman that can take care of herself. That's what I am, okay? This is the thing. I deal with women every day, and some of them, they're in their 60s or 70s, and maybe husband passed away. They don't know how to write a check. They don't know how to pay a car note. They don't know how to do anything. They're lost. They're in limbo. And I have to teach them all over again how to maneuver in this world. They don't even know how to use the computer, and half of them don't know how to use a cell phone. But let's get back to this. If you want to stay at home and raise your kids, make sure he gives you an allowance. And make sure you open a bank account in your name solely. And make sure you get a pre-nut, a post-nut, and any other nut. And make sure that that money that he must give you, and you tell him, "I would like an allowance." That money you put into your separate bank account. If he can't do that, you don't even want to deal with this, okay? Because this is controlling to me, okay? Because if he leaves tomorrow, he's building social security and everything. Not that you can't fight for it, but this is going to be really sticky. I'm just saying, make sure you love you first, okay? You can love him all you want, but love you more, and love your kids more, because they're going to need this, and you're going to be able to take care of them and take care of yourself. So you can be a tread wife if you like. Not quite my thing. I always like to have my own car and everything else because I have to bounce. Anyway, see me, give me, you know, tell me how you feel about that. And I will see you on the next video. See me here at Rosarita dash, yes, I said it, dash A to Z. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.